Good morning, guys. Well, this is definitely a first for me anyway, an interview on Zoom from my kitchen table with Ireland's biggest band. Picture this. Guys, very, very welcome. Ryan Hennessy, Jimmy Rainsford, Owen Cardiff and Cliff Dean. It is an honour to be chatting to you this morning. How's isolation going for you all?
It's good. It's early. We don't usually get up this early in isolation, but it's worth it. It's fun. But yeah, it's good.
So are you all isolating separately, or do you happen to be together, or what's going on?
Isolating together in the same room.
I see. Okay, well that's good. I mean, creatively, that's brilliant that you're all together, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's so easy. I see a lot of bands having to do like virtual recordings and stuff like that, but we're all together. So we have been for the last month or so since we got back we had a show in Dubai, came back from that, and we've all been isolating together since. So it's been really easy and quite fun for us.
And not killing each other like the rest of the country, no?
No, we've been all right. We're used to it. We're used to being together all the time, so it's not much of a change for us.
Well, listen, I really want to chat about the Jonas Brothers tour, also the Global Citizen event that you did on Saturday night. But first, the new single, guys. Tell us about the new single, Troublemaker, released on Friday. We've been playing it on the drive time. Love it, as always. Another great tune from Picture This. Little bit different, would you say, than the rest of the stuff? Yeah,
for sure. It's a bit different. I guess it's kind of the 70s sound almost. I had it saved in my recordings originally when I first wrote it as the Beatles, because I thought the verse melody was quite Beatlesy, and I never wanted to show anybody the song. I was like, we can't do a song like this. But Jimmy took my phone one day and was listening to my recordings and said we have to record this song, and he made me record it. And we did, and I'm very glad we did. And it's a lot of fun. It's kind of the start of the next chapter for the band, so we're very excited about it.
Okay, so tell us about the next chapter for the band. Your third album is going to be coming out later on this year. What can you tell us about that, or is it all under wraps?
It's under wraps, of course. We're not going to say anything about it because, to be honest, we don't really know yet. We know what it's going to be, but we don't know when or anything like that. But it is finished, and it's always kind of ongoing. We're always kind of ready. We could release an album at any point, but we just want to make sure it's right and make sure the timing is right. Just because of everything that's going on now, I think it's been a good time to really plan and think about what we actually want to do for the future. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good. But I don't know when, to be honest.
Okay, and Jimmy, is there definitely a kind of a retro vibe off the new album? I mean, like the 1980s, the 1970s are all coming back. I know I was talking to the lads in the Academic, and they were saying a couple of their tunes have got that 80s feel off them as well. So, are we going to have a retro vibe to the new album?
I don't know really. I think we're always kind of good at doing the opposite of what the trend is really. So I think the album is going to be a very Picture This album, and it's kind of hard to say from our own music what kind of genre it's going to be. It might come across as being 80s or 70s style, but I think it's going to be a mix, to be honest, of every kind of decade.
Okay, so you say a very Picture This album. This is your third album in just over 3 years, really, I suppose. I mean, I suppose it feels like forever to you guys, but like, you're so busy, you're touring, you call yourselves a live band, you're gigging. There was the epic 5 nights in the 3 Arena, the tour with the Jonas Brothers. When do you literally get time to write so much stuff?
Well, I write as I go all the time. If I go a day without writing, I feel like I'm never going to be able to write a song again. So it's a insecure way of living to an extent. But I just write all the time. I don't need to be in the studio or anything like that. I'm just constantly recording stuff into my phone or writing notes down or in a notepad or whatever. So I don't really need time to write, if that makes any sense. I think I'm lucky that way. I know a lot of people need to go away and write, but I personally don't need to do that. I can write anywhere, anytime, and I do. Sometimes I wish I'd stop writing, but I can't. So we're lucky that way, and we had a recording setup on the road. Jimmy brings his recording setup, so we can record on the road as well and produce everything on the move all the time. So we're very mobile, very lucky.
Tell us about the Jonas Brothers, supporting them on their European tour. I saw a TikTok that you guys did doing their What a Man Gotta Do with the three of you with the guitar, which was really, really cool. So tell us, what was that experience like?
That was great. Yeah, it was amazing.
Just to see something that scale, like that, big and doing arenas every night. It was incredible. Like you kind of got used to it towards the end, but you don't want to leave it. It's not kind of a
Who's the coolest Jonah brother?
different. It's different. On the Kevin, good mates with him now. So
good mates with Kevin Jonas, like it. So you performed at the Global Citizen event on Saturday night as well. I mean, I think 150 million or something raised at that event. What was that like?
Yeah, it was amazing. We were very happy to be asked to do it because the lineup was just incredible. Elton John and Rolling Stones and Paul McCartney and all these people. It's been organised by Lady Gaga, and we were in the middle of it, so I felt a little bit surreal, but it was amazing. We were very happy to be. It really felt like we were part of something massive and a part of a moment in history. It really felt like that. So we were absolutely delighted to be a part of it and play our part. It was a lot of fun, and our social media has been insane since. A lot of people just discovering us for the first time. So it was amazing all around. It couldn't have gone any better for us. Yeah,
social media. You guys are really up there on social media. I mean, I follow you on Twitter and TikTok and all that sort of stuff. How important is that, especially right now when everybody's locked into their houses?
Yeah, it's super important. It's kind of how the band broke, really. We just posted Take My Hand on Facebook and it went viral from there, and we've just been on social media. We use it as a great tool to really interact with our fans, and they're able to interact with us. So we're lucky to be able to use it. I don't know what it was like back in the day without having social media. I'm sure it was a lot more difficult. Yeah. I'm sure it was a lot more difficult for a band to be able to interact with their fans so instantly. So it's amazing for us. We're getting constant feedback. So it's a very, very important factor. And like you said, in the times we're in now, it's super important to be putting stuff online, some positive stuff for our fans and for anybody to be able to just go on and kind of escape reality for a while.
Can I ask, did you get any feedback from Winona Ryder or her people on the song?
We haven't yet. No, I'm very disappointed.
I'm so disappointed. I was
expecting her to reach out.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just waiting for it. I'm not giving up hope yet.
No, it'll get there. I'd say you guys are just mad to get back on the road. Are you doing some gigs? I mean, nobody really knows what our future holds. It's a really, really strange time for everybody, but particularly for people who make a career out of touring the world. So what's the feeling with you guys at the moment about that?
It's obviously we're unsure of what's going to happen, but we don't mind having to, if we have to move or whatever, gigs or like, we don't know whatever's going to happen. As long as we stick by the rules, we'll be able to get out of this situation quicker. So that's why, even for us to be isolated together and we don't want to risk anything, because we depend on it. Like we want to get out and play shows for our fans. That's our most enjoyable thing we do. And if we don't get to do that, it's 90% of why we do this.
Love the new single, Troublemaker. We're going to give it a spin here on the show. Really looking forward to the brand new album, and enjoy self-isolation. I can't believe you're all isolating together and not killing each other, because it's not so harmonious in my house, I can tell you. Lovely to chat to you. Best of luck with the new single, and we're looking forward to the new album. Thanks a million, guys.
Nice. Thank you.